إن الحمد لله نحمده ونشكره ونستعينه ونستهديه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبد الله ورسوله يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم الذي خلقكم من نفس واحدة وخلق منها زوجها وبث منهما رجالا كثيرا ونساء واتقوا الله الذي تساءلون به والأرحام إن الله كان عليكم رقيبا يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وقولوا قولا سديدا يصلح لكم أعمالكم ويغفر لكم ذنوبكم ومن يطع الله ورسوله فقد فاز فوزا عظيما أما بعد فإن أصدق الحديث كتاب الله وخير الهدى هدي محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم وشر الأمور محدثاتها وكل محدثة بدعة وكل بدعة ضلالة وكل ضلالة في النار أما بعد. My brothers and sisters, indeed, I enjoy the value and the promise of the film of Allah Ta'ala. Inshallah, in today's sermon, we will be looking at some of the teachings of one of the noble hadith of our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. The hadith of Prophet is saying that La dara wa la dara. La dara wa la dara. Our Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam is saying in this noble hadith that La dara, that is, there should be no harm. Never, should one reciprocate harm. There should be no harming nor reciprocating of harm. That is, you shouldn't be harmed and you shouldn't harm others. Alhamdulillah, we are all aware of what is going on. Yes, you have the right to protest and not to protest. If you protest based on the Constitution, you have not gone against the law. And if you refuse to protest based on the Constitution, you have not gone against what? The law. So we don't all have to move to the same direction. But the point is, as a Muslim, whatever you do, your ultimate goal should be to bring positive result, should be to make life better and easier for everyone. The area I want to center the talk on, when you look at this hadith of our Messenger sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, yes, he said, you shouldn't be harmed. Yes, if you are harmed in a way, you have right to, complain. But at the same time, you must also understand that we don't have right to harm others. If you want to do anything and you want Allah Ta'ala to be behind you, then you must do it without oppressing other people. In most cases, there is something most of us need to all work against when we are protesting or venting our anger. If you feel you are oppressed, so why oppress somebody else? How does it help you as a person? In the course of your protest, you are looting your brother's shop. So how does that benefit you? So it's a question of you have problem. That's your brother also have problem. and you are also compounding his problem. As a Muslim, yes, you don't steal your brother's properties. If somebody has his shop and then you want to protest, then your protest is you want to show your grievances to those in power, not to your brother selling his own business. Maybe he has the things in his shop are things that he even collected on credit. He haven't paid for them. So if you think you have justification for your protest, so how will you invite that person to come and help you protest tomorrow when you have shown him when you protest his own things are also not safe? How do you want Allah to be behind you when you only took advantage of a situation to just do your own criminality? They said two wrongs cannot make a right. Let's assume those you want to fight are wrong. Like I said, the focus of my talk is not on whether the protest is right or wrong. It's not that. But the issue is me and you. If we are in the same shoe and we want to complain, so how does it benefit you to loot me? Or I loot you? How does that turn to protest? So it makes by the time we continue that way, the next generation, the moment you mention protest, what they understand is that protest means what? Looting. Because practically that's what they will interpret it. And the moment you focus on looting, you lose focus. At the end of the day, you will finish your process and you will not get the result. Because you finish your process, somebody is cursing you. Because the person you harm, he will not remember you are doing for his sake. He is cursing you for what? For harming him. Let us check most of the protests that have taken place all over, except few. Most have failed. If the protest in Sudan failed, the protest in Egypt failed, the protest in Libya failed. Mention any. Even most of the ones we are doing are all failing because things are not getting better. Each year is worse than the previous year. We've been protesting. Why? Because most of us, except few, just the way most of us feel the politicians are not what? Good. Right? Isn't it? The way you feel the politicians are not good, most protesters are also not good. Because most of them are not actually focusing on making life easier for people. Everybody is taking advantage of that to loot. Like maybe in one place, I don't want to mention, you see people carrying jerry can of what? Of oil. So how does jerry can of oil save you from poverty? How many days will you use it? How does jerry can of oil save you out of poverty? You take the jerry can of oil, and maybe in 1 month you finish using it. If you want to sell it, you will sell it at useless price. Because in most cases, stolen things are not sold at the value of those things. And the owner of the shop is costing you. If it is in a Muslim community, maybe the shop you looted is a shop belonging to a non-Muslim. Then from there you've taught him, you as a Muslim, you are looters. Yes, because it is born in your state. His things are not safe because you took advantage of simple chaos to what? To loot his shop. The issue is the way you want people to talk to the leader. We too need to talk to ourselves. the kind of leaders we have is an indication of the kind of people we are. Because everyone except few, all of us, any opportunity we get, we try to make use of it to milk people, not to help people. All of us except few. I'm not taking out anybody. All of us. Yes, if you are in the civil service, it's the same thing. In the politics, the same thing. In the protest, the same thing. Except you. Yes, in every sector, in every group, there are sincere ones. Yes, we have those who are sincerely protesting. We have those who are sincerely politicking. Yes, we have those who are sincerely serving the people in their civil service work. We have those serving people in their business. But majority, our goal is milking, not helping. And whatever tilts towards milking, in most cases, it is counterproductive. So, my brothers and sisters, indeed, let each and every one of us ask himself, anytime you come out for something, anytime you go for something, what is your goal? What is your aim? If you want to be happy, work towards making others happy. If you want to be secure, work towards making others secure. Because in most cases, what you get has connection with what you give. Just what you get have connection with what you give. Your value anywhere is determined by what you offer, not what you take. I usually tell us this. Your value anywhere, even where you are working, if you see your company doesn't play with you, it's not because of what they give you, it's because of what they get through you. So, my brothers and sisters, indeed, as a Muslim, try as much as you can. Whatever situation you find yourself, try as much as you can not to harm others. Because one thing you must understand, when you harm people, Allah will deal with you. When you harm people, Allah will deal with you. When we want things to change in our country, I usually tell us from time to time, our problem have nothing to do with any particular individual. Our problem have nothing to do with any particular individual. Our problem is mostly embedded in our character. If not, we've been having change of individuals. You have Obasanjo. From Obasanjo, it is His Excellency. Obasanjo Abi. From there you come to who? You come to Yar'Adua. From Yar'Adua to who? Jonathan. From Jonathan to who? Buhari. From Buhari to who? Our president. So now tell me, everyone that come, we are all protesting. Each one that come, we don't want the person. Why? Because the problem is not that person. The problem is in us. And Allah has already told us that Allah will not change the state of the people until they change their state themselves. You hate other people that are not your own tribe. Your own tribe deserves the best, and other tribes deserve what? Something lower. Your own children deserve the best, other people's children deserve what? Something lower. Yeah, that's how we think. And you want things to change. You don't think others are like you. You don't think others deserve what you deserve. And you want things to change. Change 10 people. You won't get any difference. The worst person can give you the best life if we all change that same person. Mention any Sahaba most of them at a point fought the Prophet. Khalid bin Walid fought the Prophet at a time. Umar bin Khattab fought the Prophet at a time. Mention many of them. They were enemies of the Prophet at a time. They changed their thinking. They became his beloved one, and they became his protector. They became his supporter. Not by changing their names. Umar was Umar as a Kafir, and Umar was Umar radiallahu anhu as a Muslim. Hamza was Hamza as a Kafir, and Hamza as a Muslim. Abu Sufyan was Abu Sufyan as a Kafir, and Abu Sufyan as a Muslim. The issue is we want to change things that are not actually necessary. Yoruba man is not the problem of the country. Hausa man is not the problem of the country. Igbo man is not the problem of the country, based on tribal basis. Because each tribe have good people, and each tribe have bad people. So if you want things to change, get the right people, that's all. And you can only get the right people if you are also sincere in your own action. You are not sincere in your own action. You take wrong decision and you want right result. One problem with most of us, we blame others for our problem. We don't look inward. If your child died, you want somebody to help you check who is responsible. If your business is not moving, you want somebody to help you check who is behind it. You are not always behind your own predicament. Another person is always responsible. But if it is good, you are responsible. Each state has to govern. How is your state going? Did you care to think about that? So, brothers and sisters, my appeal to myself and the rest of us, and most especially we as Muslims, like I do say, it's not easy to be righteous. Work towards achieving that. Work towards being 100% upright, but you can achieve it. It will give you 90, 80, 70. If you are 70% good, inshallah you will bring good. If you are 70% good, inshallah you will enter Jannah. Because Allah did not promise anybody that entering Jannah is meant for those who are 100% clean. Jannah is not meant for them. Because Allah did not make you like that. So those of us who know we are involved in looting people's shops, in destroying government properties. When we say government properties, it's your own property. When you destroy them, you did not harm that person in any way. They will make another budget and they will rebuild that thing and they will make more money out of it. So who harm who? You only harm yourself. So the money that would have been used for another thing is going to be used for what? For doing what has been done, then your suffering will increase. And most especially now, the country is in debt, right? So they will borrow more. As they borrow more, then you have more problem. Because the more you enter into debt, the more problem you will have. But the ones done, debt was involved. And now you want them to collect another debt. Because you destroy those things they've done. It's just like maybe university students protesting and burning down library. The library is used for the VC. He is a VC already, he's a professor already. He has gotten his certificate. So you are the one searching for your own. When you burn down the library, your own education will be what? Slowed down. And you think you are harming the VC. And mostly that's what we do. And that's why things are not working. And we're not organizing our things. Anything you want to do, the moment there is no organization, the moment there is no leadership, it has failed already. Armed robbers do have gang leader. Area boys do have their leader. Market people, they have their leader. Algorithms, whatever. Policemen, they have their leader. Army have army chief of army staff. The politician, the outcome will say God's father. Every group have a leader. So the moment you want to do anything, if it is leaderless, it is a failure already. You may have right grievances, but you are not having the right channel to what? To present it. If they want to do good, there is what? There is a leader. It doesn't just take happen just like that. There's anything that is usually successful has a leadership. Even criminals. Even if it is an election, somebody want to rig, there is somebody directing how the rigging should go. Don't think it is just done just like that and it works out. It is the firmness of that leadership that makes it to work. But ultimately, the message here is this: never take the path of harming others as a means of achieving your goal, even if it is for Islam. And that's why Allah warned you in the verse of the Quran. He said, the enmity, وَلَا يَجْرِمَنَّكُمْ شَنَآنُ قَوْمٍ عَلَىٰ أَلَّا تَعْدِلُوا. He said the enmity between you and certain sets of people should not stop you from being just. He said be just is most closest to right. And Allah only supports someone who does things in conformity with his injunction. If you don't do according to his injunction, the other person doesn't do according to his injunction, he will leave you to the survival of the fittest. And that is why, yes, they will oppress you. Yes, you too, you will oppress somebody, and the oppression will still continue because you are actually oppressing the person that is supposed to have helped. أقول ما تسمعون أستغفر الله العظيم الذي لا إله إلا هو سائر المستقبل والخطيئة فاستغفروه إنه غفور رحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه ومن والاه أما بعد عباد الله أوصيكم ونفسي بتقوى الله عز وجل. My brothers and sisters, please let us always remember this life is temporary. And as we keep reminding ourselves from time to time, every opportunity you have is just a means given to you by Allah to either build your Jannah or build your head. That's all. Whether politics, whether protest, whether business, anything. Sometimes some of us will say, okay, how can protest put you in Jannah or put you in hell? Protest can put you in Jannah and put you in hell. Because Allah documents every second of your life. The way the politics will put that person in Jannah and put him in hell. If the politics will put him in Jannah and can also put him in hell. The civil servant, the work can put him in Jannah, can put him in hell. The business, your business, can put you in Jannah, can put you in hell. Take for example like business. You say Allah revealed a verse, verses of Quran teaching you, giving you instruction about business. And he also said in that verse, one of the verses, he said, وَيْلٌ لِلْمُطَفِّفِينَ الَّذِينَ إِذَا اكْتَالُوا عَلَى النَّاسِ يَسْتَوْفُونَ وَإِذَا كَالُوهُمْ أَوْ وَزَنُوهُمْ يُخْسِرُونَ أَلَا يَظُنُّ أُولَٰئِكَ أَنَّهُمْ مَبْعُوثُونَ لِيَوْمٍ عَظِيمٍ. You will feel I'm in the market. What is the business between market and what? And deen. Allah told you there is a connection between business and deen. And that is why in that verse we now reminded you that Allah yadhunnu ulaika annahum mab'uthun. Those people cheating people in their business merchandise. Allah said, don't they think that they are going to be resurrected in Yawmin Adhim without the day? You say, what is the business? So the way you think is one business too, Allah will ask you about your own protest too. So that's why when you do it sensibly, do it logically, do it with mercy for your brothers. Don't do it heartlessly. Don't bring people down and you say you are protesting. Or if I'm an Igbo man, I won't look like Hausa man shop. If I'm a Hausa man, I will not go and loot Igbo man's shop. What we must understand, we are all brothers. Every human being you see is connected to you. And every human being you see, the way you relate with him determines how Allah relates with you. والله في عون العبد ما دام العبد في عون أخيه. يرحم من في الأرض يرحمكم من في السماء. من ستر مؤمنا ستره الله في الدنيا والآخرة. The Prophet says, والله في عون العبد. Allah help his servants. On what condition? He said, ما دام العبد في عون أخيه. So long as his servant help his brother. He said, be merciful to those on the earth. The one in the heaven will be merciful to. He said, you conceal the shortcoming of your brother. Allah will conceal your shortcoming in this world and the hereafter. And he said, the prayer of the oppressed, that is another person, not you. He said, the prayer of the oppressed is granted, even if that person is a guy. You say, Allah will do business with you. How would you deal with him? That's what differentiates you as a Muslim from other people. You are a calculating person, a rational person, a kind-hearted person. Somebody who wants good for everybody. Somebody who wants to see his enemy successful, like him. That is what I mean. That is, the bad he is in, you pray for him to leave it, to come into the good life. That's how the Prophet changed the people. His enemies ended up loving him because they knew he was someone who is concerned for them. So if you are fighting the politicians, don't fight them as they are people you want to destroy. Fight them as people that you want them to do the right thing so that they will be successful, you too will be successful. Because their decision affects you. But if you fight them as people you want to destroy, you will end up destroying yourself and thinking you are destroying them. Just as we are doing now. They are still in their office. They are still in their offices. And you cannot loot their own things. So even if you loot it, they have a way of covering it back. You will still pay it back. Easy without you even knowing. So we shouldn't suffer ourselves thinking we are suffering anybody. Allah guide us right. Our leaders, decisions that they will take that will make life easier for all of us. Allah and what they will do that will bring security for all of us. Allah make it easy for them. And what we will all do that will make us to love one another, irrespective of our tribal differences, irrespective of our status or whatever. Allah unite us together. And those who lost their properties in this cause, whether Muslims or non-Muslims, Allah recover it for them in a way. And those involved in some of those criminalities, may Allah guide them to be able to leave those evil so that we can all have peace, we can all have progress in our country, we can all have the kind of life or better life that we wish to have. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. اللهم لا تدع لنا في مقامنا هذا ذنبا إلا أنت ولا هما إلا غفرته ولا كربا إلا أنت ولا دينا إلا قضيته ولا حسنا إلا يسرته ولا عدوا إلا فقدته ولا مثلا إلا عافيته ولا ميتا إلا رحمته ولا حاجة من حوائج الدنيا والآخرة هي لك رضا ولنا فيها صلاة إلا أنتنا على قضائك وقضائك الراحمين. بارك الله فيك.